the developers programming the two features. One is the leveler decentralized application that will basically be built on or perhaps run on multiple successful DEX with high liquidity. DEX means decentralized exchange. So Miracle uh, is going to have a leveler. Basically, imagine, for instance, I have 1,000 and I don't have enough money in order to trade. I could trade with 1,000, but it would be nice if I could tap in to someone who can provide 100,000, so I could trade with 100,000, $101,000 as opposed to just 1,000. If you are the one who's lucky to have the 100,000, you provide the liquidity and therefore has the ability to tap into your money for leverage, and I trade with a higher balance using your liquidity. So I gain leverage by trading with more. You provide leverage by providing the liquidity, and so it's a win-win situation. And because uh, Leveler is going to be effectively run on multiple decks at the same time, and it's a first to market product. A lot of places where they are swapping token from coins and token from one market to the next, well, somebody is making money by providing the liquidity. So they provide the liquidity to make the swap happen, because if there's no liquidity, someone has to be willing to sell in order for you who wants to buy to do the exchange. By providing the liquidity in advance, it makes it possible for the buying and selling, for the swapping of coin A to coin B or token A to token B. And that only is possible because someone provides the liquidity that allows you to pay a small fee to do the swap, to do the buy and sell, not having to wait for when someone placed a limit order for your order to be executable. That's basically what that is. And and then our next feature is Miracle Swap. Miracle Swap will eventually happen, but it's not available yet. But Leveler is already done. So now you can go to PancakeSwap, Uniswap, or whatever other swap there is. Swap Phoenic to BNB, Phoenic to Ethereum, Phoenic to other places. And actually, you can do so right now on the BNB chain. So convert USDT Ethereum to BNB, and then from the BNB chain, the swap does happen in in Rainbow Swap. So if you're not understanding crypto, that's okay. The beautiful thing is, with the proper teaching and coaching guidance, you can master this thing very fast, especially when you can participate in something that is 1000% legit, that is already available in the open market. I'm telling you, your rate of learning would be a lot faster when you have certainty of something that will deliver results. And that's what the node does. The node works 24/7. It delivers results to the one who owns the nodes for performing just one small activity. Log into your account daily and then click on a tab to run the nodes, and then you can go ahead, do whatever else you have to do. And so as long as all your nodes are running, and if you have any new nodes, you have to go to settings, update your profile, so that way whatever additional nodes you add to your profile is imported, updated, and running. Anyway, so as it is right now, each node, each node, Phoenix Leveler, each node gives you 25 points daily, and each point is convertible to 14 Phoenix. which means each node gives you 350 liquid token that is tradable. Currently, right now, the node is on a beta, so this is a forward looking. Right now, we are collecting points. This is not, by the way, financial advice. This is a forward looking statement because the nodes are right now collecting points, and each node gives you 25 points per node times X amount of nodes, and each point equates to 14 Phoenix. So one node is equal to 300 Phoenix token times the number of nodes that you operate. The greater amount of nodes you operate, the greater the propensity to leverage the amount of Phoenix you collect daily. So one node, 250 Phoenix times current market value equal the value of the token today. Okay, so if you get 10 nodes gives you 3,500 Phoenix. So this is the example. Okay, so since the current market value is 8 cents, that's 80 cents. So we're talking about 0.8 cents, uh, 8 cents, 0.08. Okay, and you get 350 Phoenix, which means you have one node. That means today you would have made $17.50 in current market value based on the current price today. If you get five nodes, okay, 5 times 350 times the current market value, and all right. So if the node is 80 cents, if the node still produce 250 Phoenix, but what if Phoenix changes from 8 cents to 80 cents times, we have 250 for one node times 80 cents equal 175. Let's say, for instance, that the Phoenix is $1, you get $1 per Phoenix. Now, keep in mind, this is not financial advice. This is an hypothetical situation where the possibility of Phoenix could go to $1. What would that be per node? If Phoenix is $1 and one node gives you 250 Phoenix at current market value, and forward looking to a few months from now, and Phoenix is at $1, so per node 350. So in the case, this example, but you're not really seeing it. So this example is 10 nodes times 250, so you add a 0 to 250, so that's 3,500 as opposed to uh, 3,500, so 3,500 Phoenix. And let's say Phoenix is at 57 cents. Again, forward looking to the price, hypothetical price that Phoenix is at 57 cents, that would mean that you would have the USDT equivalent to $1,995. So the best way to look at it, so you don't have to do one node equal 25 points times 14. That's too much. You do one node, you already know that gives you 25 points per node, and each point is 14. So 25 times 14, you get 250. So you get one node equal 250 Phoenix times current market value, and it tells you what it is. So if you get 26 nodes, um, 26 nodes, and we're looking at there are people with like really a lot of nodes. I got people in my team with 300 nodes. I got people in my team with 50 nodes. I got people with my team with 0 node, and I have people in my team with 5 nodes, 10 nodes, 2 nodes, one. But at the price it is right now, at $2,600, I don't know why would somebody not purchase a node. Let's take a look at something I want to also bring to your attention, which is also a reminder. We're not going to look at that. We're looking at this one. So if you've been participating in this ecosystem for quite some time, you would know that my guy did send out this letter on April 8th. My guy sent out this communication to us. Simply say, uh, the Phoenix token will launch, and it did launch. This is a post. We were today on the what was today's date? Today is the 12th of May. So post look. Anyways, if you participated in our ecosystem anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000, you will be gifted 50,000 Phoenix. If you have invested 5,001 to 10,000, you'll be gifted 100,000 Phoenix. If you participated with 10,000 or more, you'll be gifted 150,000 Phoenix. Let's start. Let us that let that sink in for a while. Now, keep in mind that the Phoenix will be available. Will be distributed to you once you set up your account with PhoenixToken.com registration. Have BNB, import the token into MetaMask or Trust Wallet, and and connect your account or any sub accounts that you have. The token will be locked until June 24th, and then following this June 24th, uh, then this number has since changed from 6.25% each month to 5%. So everyone with an insane amount of Phoenix, you will be able to liquidate 5% of your total allocation. So if you have purchased any Phoenix through promotions or you purchase Phoenix package promotion, then you will have an allocation of 5% from that. Say for instance you needed to liquidate your Phoenix. So that's that. So depending on how much you participated with, there are people who participated with just one Benelux when Benelux was at 2,500 during the initial start, and there are people who participated with one UK. There are people who participated when Italy was at $1,000 to start. So let's take a look at anywhere from 50, 100,000 to 150,000. So 10,000 plus, you get 150,000 Phoenix. 5 to 10,000, 100,000 Phoenix. 1 to 5,000, 50K in Phoenix. Let's take a look at the price of Phoenix right now, what that does to someone who actually has participated when Italy was just $1,000. Okay, so 50K, 50,000 Phoenix. Let's just say how insane this is. So you participated, and it's been a few months, in some cases a year or two or plus, with $1,000. You purchase yourself a Phoenix package or in Italy for 1,000. Based on today's current market value, you with 50K, 50,000 Phoenix, you have a value of $4,100 that you can remove, basically 4x your 1K if you come in with 1,000 monsters. If you come in with 5,000, however, 5,000 plus 5,000 to 10,000, you have 100,000 Phoenix. So you participated, you like grudgingly participated with 5,000. Let's just say, for instance, you purchase UK, um, you get 100,000 Phoenix right then and there. Once the distribution is applicable, based on current market value of 8 cents, your 100,000 Phoenix that you did not have to purchase but gifted is now worth, according to today's price, $8,212.40. But anybody who participated with 10K or more, you are the crazy people who put in 10K into this opportunity, and you are rewarded with 150,000 Phoenix. Let's just change that 0 to 5. All of a sudden, you have $12,318.86 based on the one unit, one Phoenix per current market value. 150,000 Phoenix at current market value. So let's take a look in the back office. Uh, right now, you can participate with one Italy. Italy cost $2,000 right now, and you can get yourself a node. We already know that each node, one node, is equal to 350 PNIC. That is a symbol for Phoenix. And if the current market value is zero point zero 0.08, let's just say 0.08. So you already know what each unit of Phoenix is valued based on today's price. What happened to people with 10 nodes? 10 nodes. That's 3,500 Phoenix at 0.08. I have somebody with 50 nodes. That means you invest 50 times that amount. So 50 times 2,600. Okay, let's see how much that would cost you if you purchase 50 nodes. So that's 130,000. 130K participation. But that 100K with 50 nodes times 250. So you get with 50 nodes. Okay, let's clear this mess. So someone with 50 nodes, each node is equal to 250 Phoenix, which is a total of $17,500. 500 Phoenix, not dollars, at 0.08. And then you do the math, because I don't know who would watch the video. So I'm not going to tell you what that is. You do the math yourself. 17,500 Phoenix time 0.08. Okay, that tells you what you earn for that day per Phoenix times 365 days, because the node don't take a break. The node always runs 265 days a year, every single year, year after year after year. There's no break, no vacation, no time off, no holidays. 15 nodes, that's 17,500 Phoenix at whatever the current market value is for that moment when you look at it, okay, times 365 days, year after year after year. Now, the only thing that would change if you don't increase the number of nodes that you have, and if the number of points per Phoenix don't change, then every node give 250 Phoenix times the number of nodes. So that amount will change if you change the number of nodes, and then that amount will change the current market value is the only thing that changed, the only variable that changed. Node count, check. Number of Phoenix received daily, check. Current market value, variable, and then that also doesn't change. 265 days a year. So the only thing that changed is the is the current market value. That's the only thing that changed. That is powerful. So let's take a look again because it's better for you to see it for yourself. Remember, put in 17,500 Phoenix, okay, 17,500 Phoenix, because I'm not doing the math. The calculator on this page does the math, okay? I'm just showing to you what it is, and you can basically go to CoinGecko .com slash English coins tokens that Phoenix dash token USD, and then it basically will tell you based on 50 nodes you get 17,500 Phoenix, and then that the current market value if I refresh it because it's always changed, so you get 17,500 500 Phoenix at current market value in USD calculated. Okay, all right. So that's basically what that is. So you can go to a place like CoinGecko. The Phoenix is already there. You have uh, right now we are pancakes. Okay, that's still CoinGecko. Okay, I was gonna show you pancake swap. Okay, so Phoenix is already integrated. You have the number of Phoenix, say for instance, you wanted to purchase BNB, and once your wallet is connected, you're on BNB chain, and you determine how much Phoenix that you want according to what's in your wallet. And so you have BNB, X amount of, say for instance, you have one BNB uh, equal $595.07. So if you get 10 BNB, for instance, 10 BNB, that that will equate to 5,000 uh, 950 70, and that will give you 55,470.4 Phoenix. Uh, and then that tells you, say for instance, you got 100 BNB, so you'll get, you know, 279,000, but that would also cost you 59,000. Keep in mind, there was a point where we were basically just giving Phoenix away as part of the package. And all these people who participated early get Phoenix, not only get uh, free Phoenix based on their allocated membership, then what you probably get for free at the time, or $1,000 worth of Phoenix or $100 worth of Phoenix, is now worth thousands of dollars. Okay, and so now Phoenix is open and tradable. So that means today, anybody who participated, I'm not sure if the free Phoenix distribution is still available for people who participated. Now that you participated, you get yourself uh, one Italy, okay? You get yourself one Italy, that's $2,000. So you would get 50K of Phoenix. This was for people who participated with us. Let's assume, even though I'm not sure because I cannot vouch for that being truth right now, say for instance that was still possible. Okay, you get yourself one Italy and you get yourself a node. So the node cost you, okay, the node price is $2,600. And if you have 50 times 50, that's 130K engagement. In other words, it costs you $130,000 for someone to come in and um, purchase the number of nodes. 50 nodes times $2,600. That's 135,200. Okay, but let's say for instance you can't do that. You can come in with 50 nodes times 2,600. So that's, wait a minute. Yeah, that's 50 nodes. Yeah. So let's say 10 nodes times 2,600. So that'll cost you $26,000 to get 10 nodes. So 10 nodes, right? 10 nodes gives you 3,500 Phoenix times current market value times 365 days. Okay, so again, this is for people who participate. They don't want to share. You don't want to talk to a single person. You want to participate and basically share the opportunity. You get an extra 10K to 100 to 3, 4, 5, 100,000 to a million, sitting there not leveraging anything from anywhere. So you get yourself, say, for some 10 node, 10 nodes. Okay, that's 3,500 500 Phoenic time current market value 0.02 times 365 days because there's no holiday. Okay, and that also 10 nodes will cost you 26K participation to own 10 nodes. So if I was to purchase this right now and I wanted to purchase 10 of them, I would just add to cart 10 nodes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then update the cart to 10, and then that tells me how much it would cost me, and then all I have to do is run my nodes, and I'm good to go. Okay, so that's that. So let's review one more time. You participate. Okay, so let's say for instance you didn't know what the heck is a node. Okay, if you don't know what a node is, another platform that I'm with has the academy. Okay, in Connect United, you'll have the educational academy for you to learn the essential basics of blockchain technology. It tells you in many different ways. Let me see if I can refresh that again. Okay, so it's not coming up. Luckily, I had already saved that page. So there is a module here for blockchain node. It tells you what a node is. You can basically scroll to read what a node is without basically videotaping this thing because that I believe that would be not legal to give you the video to taping this information without authorization. So I think this first page just gives you what the academy has to offer. In the academy, there are about uh, 25 different 25 different modules, and each module gives you a course for you to go through to learn about the essential basics of a node, what a node is, why a node is important, and why you need it. Okay, so now let's clear this page and okay. So now we're going to go over another aspect that I want to share with you um, is the okay. So let's just say that you wanted to not only participated in this opportunity, but you also wanted to share it within your family. Because if everybody is learning what blockchain is, if everybody participated with cash flow, eventually everybody will want to learn, the mechanics of blockchain technology, what it is, why it's important, the blockchain's function in our society today. But at the same time, if you're going to do well financially, financial advice, chances are your family, your friends, your co-workers, business partners, non-profit, your church, every one of them would want a piece of it. Uncle Sam would want a piece of it, and everybody wants their cut. And this is where I go into my Ziegler notes. It says money isn't the most important thing in life, but it's reasonably close to oxygen and on a got to have scale. In other words, you got to have it. You gotta breathe, you gotta eat, you gotta sleep, and you gotta connect with other people. And it's one of those got to have. And all those things cost money. When you have it, you don't worry too much about it, other than protecting it. When you don't have it, then it occupies every inch of your time, well, every ounce of your time or minute of your time in this ecosystem, cash flow, there is a three tier. First tier, that means I talk to you, you're in my circle of influence. As I'm talking to you, the dots, the long dots represent the, 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 the depth of ability. The small dots, meaning someone who is broke, a student, a retiree who spent 40 years giving their life to somebody, have no money in the end to share for it. And then you got a business owner here in a bright dot who occupy a lot of space in my circle and who has the ability to come in with 10 plus node to 300 nodes. Okay, say, in my circle, I share with you and you participate. Anybody in my circle who purchase a node, who purchase in Italy, who purchase anything that's in our ecosystem, once the amount hit minimum 50K in volume in my immediate first tier circle, I'm a one star. And the company allocate a certain percentage of global money coming in into a pool that rewards the people who qualify as one star for selling to their front line. Not only they make 10% for what they sell, they also now will receive one share in a pool. The value of the share is not that important, is that as the company grow and make more money, the value per unit of share participation will go up. But right now, it's a little low, but it's not really the value that matters. Okay? So that makes you a one star. You receive one share for selling to your front line in addition to earning 10%, and you become a one star. And all the people who contributed to that 50K plus has to be directly referred to you or referred by you in order to qualify in your volume. So now you have to think about, what do I need to do to receive 5 shares? Well, find 3 people of all the people in your circles. Now, each one of them who decide to come out of their comfort zone to share, they begin to get out of your circle and create their own circle. You get that circle who sell 50,000 in his or her circle. This second individual, separate line, decide, I'm going to get out of your bubble and create my own bubble and sell 50,000 in value to my front line. If you're following, they create their first line, they sell 50,000 in volume, they get the 10%. Now that becomes your second line at 4%. I don't have to tell you how powerful that is. I would rather make 4% on 100 people on the second line than than 10% on the people that I have to find. Because all these people, they have their own little bubble, and your bubble might include church membership, non-profit membership, family members, business associates, co-workers, friends, and whoever they continually meet on a daily basis to improve their social capital. None of those people that you would know, now you have 1 degree of separation from all these people. Okay? But that person comes out of their bubble and create their own line. This person comes out of their bubble, of your bubble, and create their own and have their own line. So now you need a third line to do the same. And when each achieves what you achieved with your coaching, by now you understand it better, you can teach, let's say, Paul, Mary, and Tim to do the same thing you did. Because you graduated 3 people to create their own little bubble, now you are qualified for 2 stars at 5 shares. So you also create a 2 star organization. But now that organization has 1, 2, 3 1 star. So the goal then you have a two-star organization of 200,000 volume. So you did 200,000, you did 200,000 in your group. So now you could say your sphere of influence has branched into three different franchises with a total group volume of minimum 200,000 because you get 50,000. You did 50,000 and then three people did that. So that's a $200,000 organization because you just replicated yourself three times. So what is the obvious logical thing to do? To create a third line. To open up a third line by having this person to create a $200,000 team. What they have to do? They have to graduate like you did, one, two, and three separate franchise of themselves. They replicated themselves three times, just like you did. So that becomes a $200,000 organization, a $200,000 organization, $200,000 organization, which effectively make you now a three-star for 10 shares. So because the diagram gets a little crazy at that point, so I don't have to tell you basic, basic math and logic. So if you did 50K, you become a one star for one share, and educate three people to do the same. Now you have a $200,000 organization for five shares. So if you help each of these people replicate themselves to have one, two, and three two-star teams, each team produces minimum 200,000. So you see a pattern there. You now begin a pattern of three. So the dollar value needed just to count the dollar value. So you got 200, 200, 200. That's $600,000 because now each team would need to create their own three-star team. And to become a four-star, you just graduate three three-star team. A three-star team is a $600,000 team because that three-star has three two-stars in it. So now we're not dealing with circles anymore. We're dealing with numbers. Okay, you are a two-star, so you're gonna help each of your first star become a two-star each, which makes it a three-star team. So you have 200, 200, 200,000. So now you have a three-star team. So to become a four-star, well, 600, 600, 600, that's 1.8 million. That means you create three three-star team. You basically help your two stars become three-star. So your group volume, the minimum group volume necessary for three-star is 600,000 minimum. You can do more, but to qualify is 600,000. And then you become a four-star for 25 shares. And you get it. What does it take for someone to become a five-star? Well, if the group volume for four-star is three times 600,000, that means 1.8 million minimum, meaning that they can have more than that, but the minimum required because each team needs to have a minimum of 600,000. So you got three team. This four-star has graduated three three-star team. So that's basically 600,000 times three equals 1.8 million. So that means a four-star is someone with three stars in your team. Each three-star team generates 600,000. And then you have one, two, three, four-star. So now you are a five-star for uh, 50 shares. Don't worry too much about it. The commission, immediate commission is cut off at three line. So you have you, who is at the top, your first generation, second generation, and third. And there are multiple strategies to go about it. Okay, so let's take a look at it in this way. Okay, in your bubble, in your circle of influence, everybody is an island of themselves. And so once you sell 50K in volume in your group, okay, now anyone who wants to level up by branching out from you and create their own little bubble where they too can sell 50K to their front line, their first level, which is your second level. So they earn the 10%, you earn 4% because they are second level to you. That means this person sells to their front lines 50K, and then that becomes one star, one star, one star. So each one of them are independent, which is why it's color coded. So this red uh, is color coded. They come out of your bubble, create their own little bubble, uh, but they still have their bubble, but they were not sharing. They once they decided to share, they now separate from you and create their own little sub community. Okay. Once they qualify by selling 50K to their line, then it's a matter of each one of them create their own little bubble. So you have now uh, a second generation of 4% that will come from an infinite number of people. And then where it becomes fun is when one person decided, you know what, I'm going to come out of your bubble and create my bubble. So that's a second generation from him, third generation from you. And that can go crazy in terms of numbers. So you can see how it's easy to become a one star become a two star, because each one star would need to also graduate their own people to become two star themselves. Okay, so let's take a look at it just for the numbers wise. So again, for repetition, you're a one star, sell 50K in your current circle for one share. Once you graduate one, two, three people to do the same, you receive 5 shares because now you have 3 people who create their own independent team. And then the way to grow from one star to two star, so they now each one has to have their own 3 1 star, which is a $200,000 team. This person graduated by educating, coaching with your help, 3 1 star. So that's a $200,000 team. So now, again, you qualify one time, and we have this person, that person comes out and decided to start their own team by sharing. So you help them become one star. Now they start sharing with their team. So the goal is to go to a gradual upward mobility. You know, now that you know how to be one star, you're gonna push people out of your bubble to start sharing and just create their own little bubble. Okay, and every time you go up, you in a ladder, you actually improve your share allocation. Okay, so you create a 3 1 star, so each 1 star sell 50K in volume, so that makes you a 2 star. Now you're going to help each one of them create that structure in order to qualify as 2 stars. So you got this person, that person qualified. So now you are uh, a 3 star because you create 3 2 star line. Okay, you now graduate those people to 3 star. It help each one of them become 3 star. Each 3 star team is $600,000 in value, one, two, and three. So now you are a 4 star for 25 shares. Help each of your 3 stars graduate by coaching them to teach the organization with your help. So you now have 3 groups of one, two, and three. 4 star with minimum $1.8 million volume. Okay, so let's take a look at this way. A 5 star is someone who has three, one, two, three, 4 stars in their team. To become 4 star, you have to have three, one, two, three, 3 star team, and each 3 star team has 600,000 in value. So what is a 3 star? A 3 star is someone who has three 2 stars. Each 2 star team, one, two, three, generate to minimum $200,000 in value. So so how can someone qualify as a 2 star? Simple. You first qualify as 1 star and help one, two, three people each qualify as 1 star. So now you have an organization of 200,000. So I'm gonna have you look at this in so many different ways. By the time you're done this video and you're looking at it visually, it will be crystal clear as to what you have to do. I'm sure they're gonna come out with a simplified version of it. I'm a complicated guy. I like to see it my way because I'm going to have to teach it my way, and the way I teach it is the way I can have someone get up at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning and tell you exactly what they need to qualify. And by teaching it my way, I internalize it, so I know how to communicate it, and I can get the most complicated or the most simple person to understand it. I don't need this chart anymore to explain it. Okay? So basically, all you do is look, you need just three people to climb up to the star program. Just three. In the beginning, you are sharing with as many people as possible. Once you hit 50K, then if the star program is something you need to grow up and achieve, is that important to you, then you gotta focus your energy in three teams. You can't be a wonderful, wandering generality as having 10,000 people frontline. That's for someone who's shooting for commission. But if you're not, if you gotta shoot for commission and organization, because organization is what's gonna lead you to earn 50 shares to become 5 stars, not someone. Because keep in mind, the star program pays monthly. You can bring somebody in to collect a commission. They may not do anything, but if they are structured into the star program will pay you every month, every single month, a share. So let's take a look at it this way. So Tim and Pat are a married couple, and they participate in this business. They're doing it together, which is also a training in itself. If you're working with a husband and wife, or husband or wife, you do not want to have one without the other. Eventually, because money is involved, one of them would be an enemy of progress, because one might be a compulsive spender, the other might be a compulsive saver. One is a spender, one is a saver, one is a miser, the other one is a benevolent who likes to help people. If you get them together in this thing as a team, they see it, work together. Each one would have a different personality. One could be a red, very competitive, demanding, strong-willed. The other one could be a very social, expressive person. They like to be out there, have fun, and or you could have someone like me who's a yellow, who's caring, encouraging, patient, coachable, seek agreement, always providing, it's always about communicating trust. That's like me 100%. And then you could have someone who takes forever to make a decision. I mean, you give them an answer to a simple question, they have to find 50 different ways to answer the same question just to satisfy their anal retentive behavior for to know. Okay? So if your husband and wife are not in alignment, uh, they're not gonna work together very well. So you have Tim and Pat working together, and all of them, both of them, likely to know the same people in their own circles, and they also each one individually know people the other don't know. because there are two different, distinct individuals with distinct uh, pre uh, pre sub network before they met, and if after they met, they join their social network. So now they are 1 degree of separation from each other's network. So the two are better than one anyway. So the two of them can pull together from their two individual or combined social network to sell 50K in value. And that 50K in value can come in from just three people. One, two, three. One, two, 20,000, 10, and 25. And that's above 50K anyway. Okay, so you have Debbie, for instance, who is like a single or widower or business person. Uh, um, it could be whatever. So Debbie is by herself, and Debbie is a big time networker. Debbie is a very influential person in the community. She probably owns a business. She knows a lot of people. She's very sociable, and Debbie has a lot of contact. So Debbie can breeze through and become qualified as a one star herself, and then easily find three people in her social circle who will not only purchase but also sell 50K each. That Debbie now become a two-star by having three people who become one star. Okay, Jeff is also, it could be Jeff is a local pastor, a local nonprofit leader, a local coach. Or Jeff could have his own sports thing. Uh, Anyways, doesn't matter. So Jeff gets started, not only become his one star himself by selling um, 50K, and also Jeff is a good communicator, strong leader, very respectful, very influential. He can gather people around him very quick, and also establish leaders. Jeff developed three people like Debbie, so each one become a two-star. Jeff is now you guessed it, three-star, because Jeff has three people like Debbie in his team. Each one has a minimum $200,000 value. So, two-star, two-star, two-star. So Jeff received 10 shares, Debbie received 5 shares, Pat and Tim received 1 share. And then you got Bill and Jen, huge, huge, power couple in the previous company, and then they migrate over to cash flow, and then bring their team, and all of a sudden, you know, Bill and Jen, they already have existing leaders with existing teams, so they were able to identify three people like Jeff who become three-star in no time, and just like Jeff did by finding three people like Debbie, and Debbie, found three people like Tim and Pat. You see the pattern? Sell 50K, you become one star. Educate three one star, you're a two-star. Educate coach upward, three two-stars, you're three-star. Find three leaders who have the ability to graduate to three-star, you become four-star. And then you have Paula, who is the number one earner in her company. She's got a huge team of 10, 20,000 people. You know, if someone like that migrate into us, can bring in their entire team. If properly structured, that team can come in a matter of months, qualify as four-star, and each find three four-stars. Each four-star generate 1.8 million in value. And you get one, two, three four-star with that becomes a $5.4 million value, which qualify as a 5-star for 50 shares. So 5 stars, 50 shares, 4 stars, 25 shares, 3 stars, 10 shares, 2 stars, 5 shares, and 1 star, 1 share. Very simple. If you look at it that way, that's why I'm saying that it doesn't really matter what version they come out with. I don't think any version will be better than mine because mine is visual. You can see it, you can internalize it, and then if you understand it, I'll show you how you can create your own simulation the way it is. Say, for instance, this is you, and you identify exactly what personality profile you identify with in this chart. I'm a yellow, you could be a blue, a green, or a red. But you're going to find people who fit in those three categories, four categories, and they could be a merger or a combination of each. The idea is to be someone who can identify with each personality type. You know, if you're talking to me, you're going to talk to me, and how many people can I care? Can I encourage? Can I share this opportunity with? How many people can I can help? Okay, if you're talking to this person who's blue, well, how much fun is this person is going to have by participating in the business? You know, how great it would be to be around positive, inspiring, happy people all the time. You're talking to this guy who's a green, well, I need documentation, I need details. You give them documentation, they want more. They, whatever you give them is never enough. There's always something that they feel like they're missing because they have to analyze every little thing. If a, you know, if a comma is in the wrong place, they're gonna want to find out why it's in the wrong place. There's something wrong. They need to find out why. And then when you fix it, they'll ask you, why do you fix it? And now, it messes up their mind. So I'm being funny, but there's a point to this. And then you're gonna find these people. You're like, hey, well, very competitive. They see the big picture. They want to make a lot of money. Right away, they know what they want. They go after what they want. They're very demanding and a little bit antisocial, this type of people. They're very impatient type of personality, and not the type of people you want around you all the time. You want a combination. You want the red, the blue, the green, and from time to time, to avoid making mistakes, someone who is green in your team can help you see potential pitfalls you might be overlooking by analyzing the details, the numbers. But you need to adapt to all four personality types. So this is you. You put your name here, and then you get the number of people you're talking to. You put according to the personality profile, you put your name here, and then, you know, if you're doing this as an organization for your business, for instance, you can come in and put the partner, business, organization, daughter, son, friend, co-worker, club member, phone number. This is a way to jot down the people you're gonna contact to look at this thing with you at the same time. Because as you're looking at this thing for the first time, you want to align yourself with the people you're going to share this with, and this is like jotting down the people you know. Okay, so and this is an example of, well, you can bring a lot of people in your social circle, and once you hit 50K in volume, well, you have to strategize. You need a combination of, you know, casting a wide net, and at the same time considering how you position people, because you need to continue to build, to expand, to uh, 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 add to your social capital the number of people you need to meet. You need both a lot of frontline people to qualify you for a commission, because you need commission to keep you going. At the same time, you need to know how people are structured in your team in order to move you up. So I'm not going to give you advice how to structure your team. In this example, I tell you, okay, so I have tons of people who are in it, and then anyway, so I'm not even going to go to the example, because this may not work for you. It work for me, it may not work for you. Okay, so here, for instance, you're looking at, again, putting your name there, putting the first three people in your team. If you take time to analyze them, to take time to educate them, find their personality type, to arrange yourself with three key people to move up the STAR program leadership rank as possible. So you're gonna donate a lot of your time. A lot of, you're gonna have to influence those people, and remember, commission is cut off after three lines. So you're bringing one, two, three people, that's 10% each. They bring in their first line, that's 4% for you. They bring in their first line, bring in their first, so that's your 3 degree separation. If the third line bring in their front line, you're cut off from the commission. But you're dealing with a leader who has the ability to go, so you're gonna continue to educate this person to grow in the leadership structure, even though you're cut away from the commission because you're like 4 degrees and below, uh, 3 degrees and after 3 degrees and below, you're cut off from the immediate commission. And so this is again a memory jogger. You know, put their name, phone number, email, what they do, uh, and and then basically you begin to engage them at the same time. Okay, so that one is not applicable, not applicable. Okay, so this is exactly an example of, hey, you can come in and line up your front line with tons of people. Okay, line up your front line with a lot of people. So once you have a lot of people lined up, and this is no longer applicable, this text. So I'm going to remove that and update the form. So anyone frontline to you, you make, 10%. Someone may have come in with an Italy, 3 UK, free account. So anyone with a purchase, you can go back and engage them, re-educate them to additionally purchase. And anyone with a free account will potentially make a purchase, especially now. Uh, and then the goal is to educate them to open up their front line to you, which is your second line for the 4%, and to infinity, and vice versa. You know, to go to the third line, to tap into that 3%. So you could have an infinite wide, uh, infinite deep, but you're cut off from the commission structure 3 degrees. Okay, so I like this chart because uh, I could just do a video just on this quote alone, 25 rules about money and teamwork. And that could be a video in itself, but I'm not going to dwell on it. And since everybody you meet on a different emotional level, so you really have to understand the full personality type and understand who you're talking to at what emotional level that they are, so that way you don't waste your time talking to the wrong people. And at the same time, you can navigate based on what they are going through at the moment and align them to think about their goals, passions, visions, and intentions. So you can shift from someone who's having a bad day to someone who's having a joyful day by refocusing, realigning their energy. Anyways, so that's not applicable. So this is the part that is applicable. I want to end in this chart, possibly. So this is where we are. We are on December 7th allocation. Every node gives you 25 points, and each point gives you 14 Phoenic. And depending on the price of Phoenix at the moment, then you know exactly where you are. Say, you know, you get 10 nodes, and each node gives you 25 points, and each point gives you 14 Phoenix. So basically, you get, 250 Phoenix time what if Phoenix gets to 10 cents. You know, to a penny. I mean, to a penny. What if Phoenix gets to 14 cents, 35 cents, a dollar? So if Phoenix is at a dollar, so that's $250 a day times the number of nodes you have. And since Phoenix is open right now, so you can know for sure, uh, based on the number of nodes you have, how many Phoenix that you're collecting daily, and then regardless of what the market value is at the moment, you can know how to proceed. Again, I like my version. They're gonna come up with their version, their narration, and I don't think any version can beat mine because it's visual. You can print this and and basically just put the name like Nancy, Jean, Peter, Carol, and then that was a template. Betty, Mr. Patel, who, you know, um, and then you have the second one, which is a replica, where you put in the name and how much they invest, so that way you can know where you are. So if all these are people who are frontline to you, okay, if Paul come in, um, if Paul, if you know, Nancy come in at 10,000, and so to become a one star, you have to sell 50,000. So you need Jane, Peter, Carol, Wu, Patel, and Who to do something. And once they bring in their allocation, you can track in two ways: by your commission level per person or by how much they put in. So here is a template to guide you as to putting a name and say, you are the leader, these are your frontline people, and then you know you need just out of those eight, you need three who decide to be a leader, and then help each three to identify their three, and then that's how you go up to the ladder. So these are again additional template. Put the name. You can print this and get yourself together. So anyway, so registration is free in Cashflow NFT. Set up an account with Miracle and KYC to level 2, and get actually the only share bundle that is available right now is Italy. Get Italy and a node or several nodes. Set up your account with MetaMask wallet and up and import the Phoenic token contract address to MetaMask, and on a Binance chain, make sure that you have BNB in your account, and then launch your cash flow Boogie Gopher community to engage the sub community and beyond. And then together, later we'll be talking about how many people who are coming in, how many nodes are they purchasing, what who's purchasing packages of Italy nodes, because this is what's available now. And then once you qualify as one star, then start identifying your three people to now go up to the circle of influence and help them to understand the structure. Okay, so it's Phoenix node. Node Italy, and whatever we're marketing, and get to one star as soon as possible, and then identify three who can also positioning themselves to become 1 to 5 star by helping them identify their threes. Okay, so now it's a matter of like a who do you know? Well, who fix your teeth? Who repairs your car? Where you buy your clothes from? If your jeans is torn apart, who is gonna patch it for you? When you go to church, how many people you know there? At work, who are you in a good relationship with? Who would you call right now if you're having a good day you want to spend time with? Who do you know have who you went to school with? Blah blah blah. You jot down their number and continually adding more people. So you might actually print multiple versions of one specific page to give you um, more instances of jotting down, and then track how much they spend and to know where you are at all time. Okay, and then it's just a matter of being educated about blockchain technology, because you have to have an understanding of what the technology does, and then how it helps you. And I find that connects Blockchain Academy. It helped me to find a way to educate people about blockchain nodes, how to operate a node, so that way I don't have to be the one helping them understand it. My goal is to come here and see what do we have available for people to participate in, get them to participate, and then get them to run as many nodes as possible, and get them to run their node daily, and then daily they can decide what do we go from here. So here we're going to refresh the page. And so Phoenix is now, again, if you participated with 1,000 to 5,000, you get 50,000 Phoenix. If you participate with 5,000 to 10,000, you get 100,000 Phoenix. That's 8,001. If you participate with 10,000 and above, you get 150,000 Phoenic. And now you can determine, while the price of the node is still $2,000, you can determine how many nodes that you want to purchase, how many Italy you want to find, you want to get, and plug them into Connect for the education. In Connect, they have their own decentralized wallet, and I do not want to spend time educating people because that's what we have uh, the education for. And also Connect, you have your own wallet. The decentralized wallet is in itself its own benefit because I can use this to pay for, to receive anything or pay anything that I want to. And after each transaction, I already know I have a transaction record for each thing that I sent, and I can track it. Uh, I can track it on the Etherscan to see where the payment went and who it went to. I get my transaction ID to know what's happening. So this is awesome. And because I control this wallet, it's a decentralized wallet. Um, I don't have to worry about uh, because it's I own the private key to this wallet. It's awesome. In addition to the academy, you have the uh, you have multiple nodes as well, multiple nodes that people can purchase and on a daily basis. So basically, you have like two different and successful companies that basically is producing very well for me. At the same time, they don't compete with each other. Connect has multiple additional nodes, as well as Miracle has one node, and I spent most of the time talking about Miracle. But at the same time, everybody who participate in cash flow will eventually. I need to teach them about what blockchain is with Connect United, the education. I don't have to waste my time educating people about what a node is, what blockchain is, because each one of them, if they have a node with Connect, they can run their own node and daily also come in here and collect uh, the rewards uh, daily for running a Win blockchain node and participate in the daily distribution of nodes. So this is amazing in itself. Two successful projects, both in a sense complement each other, and but I love. Did I mention love Phoenix because Phoenix is now listed CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, and more importantly, I can plug in to PancakeSwap, connect my wallet, and basically purchase Phoenix that is that has huge liquidity. So amazing, amazing, amazing. So where do I end up in this video? So in the description of this video, you will find three different PDFs. One pertaining to uh, Connect to create your own free account. The other pertaining to cash flow. And there is another company that is, of course, where I get to replace my own bank and becoming my own bank with Kinesis money. And there is more instructions, information about that. So, one channel, multiple successful project, 100% legit, that you can feel confident to talk to your family members, your business associates, your network of contact, people you care about. Plug them in. Okay. First, with Connect for the education, for the independent blockchain wallet, and most importantly, the academy, because new or seasoned crypto experts. The academy will refresh their memory and get yourself as many leveler node as possible. Especially, I spent the beginning of this topic talks about how important Phoenix is with such high liquidity.